also robots, maybe. And cameras. Yeah, so, today I have a review for you guys of the LanLan 2x2, which is a great cube, in my opinion and in many people's opinions. So, and also I'll be talking about how it works, how it feels, all that good stuff. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so, present the cube. Alright, here is the cube. So, this is the LanLan 2x2 that I will be reviewing today. So there are two things to note here for this cube. There is a difference since this is a white Speedcube. It's a white cube instead of black. It has black instead of white as on one of the sides. And also here, it has purple instead of orange. So, but other than that, everything's in the correct positions and whatnot. So, this is blue. This is darker purple. I don't know. It kind of looks blue from here. So, just to let you guys know, it's a little darker than the other one. So, let's start reviewing the cube. So, let's get started with the how the cube feels. So, the cube is great. It feels great, at least. Like I said in my other review for the Youngjun, I have small hands. So it fits great in my hands. It's fun to turn. Now let's compare it to a regular size Rubik's Cube. This is a Rubik's brand cube that I modded and doesn't work anymore because it falls apart. So that was a bad mod. Anyways, here's the size comparison. As you can see, the Rubik's Cube is slightly bigger, about half a centimeter, something like that. So I mean, it's still pretty good size. I mean, if you put it here, it's about the same all around. And so yeah, so now for the turning. The turning of this cube is to put it in one word, amazing. It's just so good. I cannot express how good this cube turns. I mean, okay, so just look, just watch. It's just so good. It's fun to turn. Like, it's physically fun to turn. I don't know. It's really, it doesn't need any lubrication. It just turns great on its own. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just great. So now, let's see how it handles lockups and stuff like that. Okay, so now we're going to see how this cube handles lockups and corner cutting and stuff. So, this cube, to tell you the truth, it doesn't really lock up. I mean, unless you overturn insanely, or underturn insanely, and you just can't, like, turn the cube, then that's the only way it's going to get really locked up. Other than that, it doesn't really, in the term lock up, it doesn't really do that, I guess. So, but the corner cutting on this cube for 2x2 is great. It cuts corners, and pretty sure it cuts corners better than an Ishin. I'll be talking about the controversy with that, about that in later, but it cuts corners great. So, just a demo. Let me find the side. Here's the side. Okay. So, if I turn this 45 degrees, or close to 45 degrees, you can see that there's a little tab right there. Whoa, the video quality just went weird. Okay. This is yellow. Just, I don't know, it kind of looked weird there. Sorry about that. See this, I don't know if you can see this little tab. This tab, I basically, I think that's what it is a marker of how much it can actually corner cut. So, if I turn this cube and aim this line here at the base of that, it'll cut it. Okay? If I aim it over, that wasn't over. Okay. So if I aim it at like the tip of the line, it gets harder. This side, for some reason, is cutting more. That's over, right there. Oh my, okay. I don't know why I said oh my, but that cut it for some reason. Okay, right there, it's the limit. It won't cut that over. But then after that, after you keep loosening it, it does. So, I mean, it cuts corners great. I mean, the cube just speaks for itself. I mean, it's so smooth, and you can do those finger tricks so easily because it's such a smooth cube. Like, it just moves with the flow of your hands as it's going. I mean, it's just great. So, I mean, it's great because you can turn and then have confidence that you're not gonna. I mean, you're obviously not gonna overturn so much because you have to be pretty darn bad to do that, to overturn like 45 degrees or underturn 45 degrees. So, I mean, you're gonna overturn maybe max that, and then it's gonna be easy for you just to kind of just turn the cube. So, that's the corner cutting of it. And like I said, it doesn't really lock up. So, yeah. So now let's move on to the next part. Okay, so right before I move to the next segment, I think it's only fair to mention one thing. Because of the mechanism that it has, it is a screw spring mechanism, but obviously it has no fixed centers, unlike a 3x3. So, that's basically, it's only fair to say that I don't think it's called a lockup. I mean, I guess you could call it a lockup, but it kind of just like the inner mechanism pieces, if I widen this up a little bit, you can sort of see this, there's this piece in between these two cubies. I don't know if I can make you see it better on a different side. That basically sometimes if you try to corner cut too big of a corner cut and you do it too much, the piece will kind of like pop, and it won't pop like okay, I'm just gonna show you how this pops because I modded it so badly. Yeah, so that's basically, it doesn't do that. But what it does do is these little pieces, they kind of pop out from they're really center caps, basically. They're center pieces, they kind of pop out, and it prevents the cube from turning very well. So it does do that, but only if you if you try to corner cut something that it won't cut. So that's the only, I guess, problem or complaint I would have. But it's not really a complaint because it still corner cuts great, and that really doesn't happen. So if that does happen, though, you are going to have to most likely take it apart. Alright, so to finish off this review, I'm going to go through and give you the ratings. I know I'll give you the ratings for the turning, which is 5-star. And for the corner cutting, if I were to give it a rating for a 2x2 cube, I would give it 4.5 around there. But I mean, if for just a cube in general, 4 stars. Just because I've seen a regular cube, cut 45 degrees. But for a 2x2, 4.5, 5, maybe. So, yeah. So, that is that. Let's see. What else? The size. I think it's a good size. I'm not really going to rate that. Just depends on you. But I would give it, okay, I'll rate it. I'll give it a 5 for me. And, oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to talk about was the controversy, or not really controversy, kind of just like the little conflict between whether to get a LanLan 2x2 or an eSheen 2x2. Now, I don't personally own an eSheen, but I have seen and used one. And, frankly, they're just not as good. I believe that they're just not as good. People are going to argue constantly about this. I know. People are just going to keep saying, no, eSheen's best. But, I mean, you got to let it go, guys. This cube is better. It's fast. The eSheen may be a little faster turning, but the eSheen, cuts corners that much. And that's it. The eSheen, I don't know. That basically, the speed and the niceness of the cube and how you can, I mean, and then there's mods to fix the E-Screen, and this doesn't really have to be fixed to do much. I mean, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to do anything. So, that's basically the conflict of it. But, anyways, just finish off real quick. Oh, sorry, guys. This cube is great. I would rate it 5 out of 5 stars. 5 out of 5 stars. It's a great cube. I definitely highly recommend this cube for anyone who wants to get a 2x2. Even if you're a beginner, even if you want a speed cube, if you're fast, get this cube. This cube is great. It works for everybody. So, that has been my review for the LanLan 2x2. So remember to, if you have any questions or anything, drop a comment down below. And remember to rate and subscribe, guys. So have a great day. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And always watch my other videos, which you'll see the annotations below this cube. Catch you later.